So there's been a lot of game chasing top 5 Fridays. There's just tons of game. So there's been tons of game related top 5 Fridays, tons of game chaser related top 5 Fridays. So I figured, hey, let's change the pace a little bit. I've done toy top 5s before, but never toy chasers top 5 before. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to do one on my top 5 favorite finds. Now this is just my personal finds, but of course, before we do that, I need to thank the sponsor of this video, and that would be Skillshare. Don't you think I was gonna do a stupid face or spaz out or something? You know, that's my bit, right? I gotta do that. Sorry to disappoint all of you. So this marks the end of all that. I'm not doing it anymore. I apologize. Skillshare! I do want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and if you have never checked them out, I highly recommend at least checking out the website. I turned down most sponsorships, but Skillshare is one that I will always appreciate. It's a platform to learn so many different skills, from music to graphic arts to photography, filmmaking, you name it. If it's creative and you're a creative person, you can learn so much on Skillshare. And what is also so amazing about it is the fact that there is this huge community of people who are there to learn right along with you and support you along your way. Now, one of the more recent courses I took was called 10 Quick Tips from a Pro Colorist by Fred Trevino. I learned something I never thought of. When you're color grading something, you need to kind of look away and reset your eyes. So just simply looking at a white piece of paper can do that for you. Now, of course, the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description and sign up get a free trial of Skillshare Pro. And trust me, you want to do it because this is a genuinely amazing service that you are signing up for. And if you do sign up for it, it does support this channel. But more importantly, it supports you. So click below.
Oh, it's Friday night. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I could sit here and pick my nose while I watch a brand new video. Whoa. Top 5 Friday tonight.
So number 5 on the list is one of the toys that we found in the first episode. So we went to Vans, who is a Transformers / general toy dealer that's been in the area doing this sort of thing for a very long time now, and we met up with him. We found a lot of Transformer stuff, tons of Transformer stuff, and the great thing about Van is that his prices were really, really good. I got a great, amazing deal on this Jetfire. Now, Jetfire was one of the most, in my opinion, badass Transformers there were, and the reason I liked it is because it was so intricate, just and big, like really big, right? I love the jets. He turned into a jet. It was like you could give him legs and have him like fly and have legs at the same time. And when it was there in front of me at Van's place, it was a no-brainer. I was going to go home with that toy. And I don't remember exactly what he was asking on it, but it was completely reasonable. I think it was something like $30 or something. But it was just a no-brainer. Had to have it. Glad I did. And he's on the shelf back here somewhere. There you go. Yeah, you can see him. He's right there. That's that guy right there. So number 4 on the list is Gremlins related. We were in California going to SoCal Gaming Expo, and you know, we're friends with the owner Bobby of that place, who has this giant warehouse full of toys. That's a giant warehouse full of toys. And he was like, sure, you can climb up the rafters and, you know, kill yourself. You know, we got insurance. Go ahead, have at it. So that's what we did. And just up on this shelf, I saw something that said Gremlins. Of course, I had to go try to sniff it out, and I did. I brought the box down, and it was this guy right here. Now, I don't know what this is other than just a limited edition display piece by June Planning Company, Inc. I don't know what that is. And I had never seen it before. Now, this is Stripe, and this is based on the first movie when he goes into the movie theater and grabs a bunch of candy because he's a hungry gremlin, right? But this guy I had never seen before. I never knew it existed, and it was one of those things where I was like, I think I've seen pretty much every Gremlins toy out there. I'm sure that's not the case. Tons out there that I've never seen, but it feels like I have at times. because I'm always looking at this stuff. But this thing, never seen it before. So, of course, it catches my attention, and I absolutely was like, I gotta figure out a way to go home with this. No idea what it was worth, what it was going for. I knew it probably had to be kind of expensive because it seemed like it would be rare, but I got a really good deal on it because Bobby's awesome, and he just knew that it would go to a good home, I guess, which it has. It's gone to a good home and not just up in a warehouse in a box. All right, so number 3 on the list is one we found. This was honestly the coolest find because it was, hey, we went to this random thrift store, dusty, dirty, just like, just like how we like it. And this thing is just there chilling on a shelf, collecting dust, and it's that vintage, well, let me go get it. This guy right here, this vintage Millennium Falcon, which some of the pieces at the time when I got this, was missing. It was missing some certain things, like the still missing the cockpit, but there was some stuff in here missing that I've slowly pieced together over the years, here and there. I never got this for anything, like for Christmas or anything like this. I always wanted it and never got it. But the way I did end up getting this was it was actually at this point like mid to pushing like late 80s, and I had a friend who lived across the street who had this just chilling in the closet. And I was like, wow, I always wanted the Millennium Falcon. I can get it, and I can take it and play with Chris with it, and it's actually what we ended up doing. But this thing was just sitting there. I had a plastic bottle of the Star Trek Enterprise ship Enterprise, but the Enterprise D from Star Trek. A plastic model, and he really liked that, and I was like, well, hey, you know what, let's do a trade. So I traded, and this is how I got my original Millennium Falcon. Now, where that is laying right now, to this day, I don't know. It could be in a landfill. Hell, it could be this very thing, right? No, actually, no, it wasn't, because I remember on mine, I took some matches and I burned this to give it battle damage. This is clean-ish. You know what's funny is in Game Chasers, we started the show well after we had already been collecting. So I saw a lot of the games that we had at flea markets, but I never picked them up because I already had them. I had that collection, that most of the games I had as a kid or rented, most of them, not all of them. I've already got them when the show started. That's not the case with Toy Chasers. We'd see toys every once in a while, but not really I didn't really have a huge collection of stuff. There's so many things that I didn't have, and on Toy Chasers, you're seeing me get them for the first time, and that's what number 2 is, and that is Optimus Prime, which is sitting right here. This is the Optimus Prime I got in episode 2. Was again from Van, and so this would be kind of like the equivalent of in Game Chasers me finding a Mario 3 and not having that Mario 3 and being like, oh my god, I remember Mario 3, it was awesome. That was the equivalent of that. I didn't have this Optimus Prime. I didn't have any Optimus Prime. I barely had any Transformers at this point when episode 2 was shot. So when I found one of the staples of my childhood, Optimus Prime, I was super excited. I couldn't believe it. And it was complete. Fists, which are hard to find. The gun. I have the gun. I think it came when I got it that first time. But anyway, yeah. Everything on the inside of the trailer, all there. And I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for it. All right, so number 1 on the list. This is going to kind of actually surprise you, because a lot of you are going to think it's something else, because you've watched the show, maybe. This is number 1 for me, the Night Raven. And this is again from episode 2. We went to that toy show. With floating head, by the way.
I don't have $100 just to blow on toys. I'm actually an adult and, have bills.
This is awesome. I loved the jets. This Night Raven, the Sky Striker, I loved them all. I didn't get the Sky Striker on the show, or else that would probably be above this. But again, we're talking about the show. So, Night Raven. Loved this thing so much growing up. I was so excited when the new season of G.I. Joe came along and they introduced new jets. I mean, I immediately fell in love with them because I just thought they looked amazing. And this is, you can tell it's inspired very much so with the SR-71 Blackbird. It's a real life jet. Of course, that jet does not have a baby jet that flies off of it to conduct its own business. And it also doesn't, well, there's a lot of things that's different about it. But the point is, it is inspired by it, of course. The other vertical stabilizer is down there. My room's a mess right now because I'm in the middle of rearranging everything. It's hard to even shoot in here right now. For now, this is my list, and I love doing toy chasers. In fact, we've shot another one. About to edit that up and get that one out to you as well. And I really, really want to do more toy chasers, just all around. So I enjoy this stuff. I hope a lot of you guys do too. I think you do because you seem to like watching it. But let me know down below in the comments what you think of these and what your favorite finds on the show are in your opinion. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.